Oh damn. Thank you. Oh what? No way, dude. Yo, this is my I used to want to be a Dragon Ball Z character when I was a kid, man. Damn, thank you. Bruh, I'm gonna have to probably get one of these tattooed on me, man. Is this when he goes Super Saiyan and kills Frieza? Damn, man, you little baby kids will never even know about this shit, man. I used to be in my yard beating the fuck out of fake shit every day. Hey, thank y'all for real for this. This is fucking awesome. If I get something tatted from this shit on Instagram, y'all have to remind me. What up? This is Machine Gun Kelly, and you are watching MONTREALITY. This is my motherfucking sit right here. When I was younger, I played with a lot of like race cars. I used to build racetracks a lot, like Hot Wheels and shit. I asked for an Easy Bake Oven when I was super young for Christmas, but my dad said I was gay for asking for that, so he never bought it for me. So I don't know, play with cars, and then I started getting into instruments and shit. In high school, my room looked like high school and middle school. I had a Eminem poster on my wall. It was the Eminem poster where he had like a gray hoodie on, no shirt, and like matching gray sweatpants. And it said Eminem on it. I had a 50 Cent poster. I had a Nelly poster. I had a Beyonce poster, just like one of those sexy posters. I had a Carmen Electra poster where she was pouring like milk on her tits. That was so hot. I used to, actually, you know what's funny? I used to always cut things out of magazines and like make big collages on my wall with them. So I used to like always do that. I used to always like, my dad, do you remember American Pie? Remember when Jim's dad's all awkward and like gives him some porn magazines and shit? Like my fucking pops pulled that one day. It was so fucking weird, you know what I'm saying? He gave me this magazine, I'll never forget it. I think I still have it. He gave me this magazine called Glutes. And it was just a magazine of like these white women asses. And it was just like awful, you know? It was funny, but it was just so, it was so unpornographic, but it was his like attempt, you know what I mean? Like, but I think I cut some of those asses up and put them up. Yeah, I used to have just like, I was always like a wall covered guy. And then when I grew up and I got my own house, which I don't have anymore, we got kicked out of because we still post like buying videos of us lighting fireworks in there and shit, so the owner wasn't fucking with that. But in that house I had like a room designed for mushroom trips, so it was pretty psychedelic in there. Yeah, I collect cologne. I collect all like MGK memorabilia, like guest passes. Like when Drake brought me out on stage, like I have that guest pass when my name was first printed on a show ticket as like the 16th opener down. Like I have that. I regret losing my virginity because I became a fucking sex addict. Can't keep my cock in my pants, and it always is on my mind. I can't even fucking like record a song without like jacking off before fucking nuts. I would love to have sex with Jasmine from Aladdin the most. I love that dark hair, exotic, didn't give a fuck about money. Just a rider. Most romantic thing I ever did for a female was when I was really young. Super young, before any girls broke my heart. Convinced this mall security guy to like close the top of the parking lot. This is when I was like fucking 13 or something, like super young. I don't even know how to pull this shit off, but he like closed the whole parking lot off. The top floor like had a view of the whole city. It was like outdoors and outside and shit, and it was at this mall. And he like shut that down, and like I like took her to this place, and like these rose petals led to this elevator, and then the elevator was all these motherfucking some corny shit I was thinking was sweet. And then she hopped out, and it was like roses coming off the elevator going to some place, and they led to this the wall and shit, and it was like a 50-foot drop, but I always thought that was sexy because it was like dangerous and shit, and I was like, I'm gonna put her up on that motherfucking tall ass thing with like death on one side and me on this side, and I'm gonna kiss her, and she's gonna let me fuck and all this other shit. She never let me fuck, and she broke up with me. She's a bitch.
Yep.
That's a great question. Let me think about this for a second. It's hard to say what the realest shit I wrote is, because every song I write is from a first person's perspective, so technically everything I'm writing is real, and technically it means the same amount to me, but it's just in different time periods. But I think right now, something that I'm feeling a lot is like what I said in Swing Life Away, when I was like, I am only alive once, and I'ma die when God wants. So fill the sky with diamonds, cause that's how it's gonna look when I'm gone. I had a vision as a kid that one day I would change the world with my song. 7 years have passed and now that vision came to life. That boy's a fucking icon. And I feel like it's just like, it's poetry, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of my lyrics lately, I feel like I've been getting more vivid and lyrical. So it depends. I think everything I write is pretty goddamn real, but that one is, I think right now I'm feeling the most because I'm going out in front of like sold out crowds in the fucking middle of winter in Canada, and I'm like feeling like, yo, you know what, maybe after I'm gone, I'm leaving a lot more than what I think I am, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing faces pop up that are like grown, super young, and they're all in the crowd like, holy shit, man, this is, you know, so I think I'm like really feeling like the thought of really meaning something on this earth right now. Yeah, man, I'm working on this next album. It's gonna be my sophomore album with this label, with Interscope. So that's all I got to say about that. I'm excited about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm super excited about it. It's so early in the process, I can't say much. I think the most profound conversation I've had with Puff would be when I fuck up, and it's a bad fuck up, and I get that call, you know, and I'm at the point where nothing my team can say to me means anything. I don't want to hear what he has to say when he call. I'm seeing him call. I'm like, I don't want to hear what he has to say because I'm stuck in my way, right? But he'll say something that makes so much sense, and it's from someone who had a hot head and you saw grow up. It's like, you're like, he'll just say it in a way that no one else can say, and you're like, fuck, like, you know, like he teaches you a lesson with, like, he'll mind fuck you, you know, he'll say some shit and you're so positive, you're like, I'm not gonna listen to shit he gotta say, I'm stuck in my way. And then he says it and you're like, damn, man, you know, like I don't even want to listen to it, but he's totally right, you know what I'm saying? So I think he kind of kept me from saying fuck the industry to the point where I really left the whole industry, you know, as an artist and as everything. I was so close to just taking both feet out instead of keeping one foot in the real world and one foot in the industry, which I think I do well. So he at least helped me keep that foot in. What I think of the Marshall Mathers OP too, I'm still scared to listen to it. I'm scared to listen to it because that's my idol. You know what I'm saying? That's my idol, and I feel like he said all he has to say. Of course I'm gonna love anything he does, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I would hope people would be the same with me, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, have I listened to it? No. Am I scared to listen to it? Yes. Do I want to listen to it? Dude, I wanted to listen to it the second I even heard he was recording it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like scared to make that step, like, because I don't ever want to look at my idol like, you know, and I hear so many different things, you know, but I mean, fuck people's opinions, I'll make my own, but I'll listen to it when I get off tour.
That have that broken? Drugs.
How not to do drugs? That's tight. I think the one thing I would say about drugs, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and tell people don't do anything, you know, because everyone's their own person, but you know, my one suggestion is like, hey man, chemically produced drugs have a crazy effect on you, way different than a naturally produced substance like marijuana, like mushrooms, like, you know, I mean, it's fucking gross, I mean, but shit, shrooms and shit come off shit, weed comes out dirt, you know, when you fuck with that other shit that comes from man, you know, man's impure. A man is filthy, you know what I'm saying? And you're putting that shit in your body. I mean, shit, I put the shit in my body countless times. I mean, so, but I also saw what it did. I never was the same after that shit. I've never been the same. My personality's never been the same. I can pinpoint when it started. I can see like how I've changed. You can see like darkness is so much easier to come in. I mean, these are chemicals, motherfuckers. So like you're talking about, there's gotta be some shit in my brain that's missing. You know what I'm saying? Or like that's just ruptured forever. You know what I mean? And it like, yeah. I mean, you know, I think everyone gotta live and experience what they gotta experience. You know what I'm saying? But if there was a way to do drugs, it would be stay natural, motherfucker. I couldn't even tell you much advice about suicide, man, because I can't sit here and look you straight in the eye and act as if I'm just totally content with life, you know what I'm saying? And it's such a selfish act. However, you know, sometimes when you're living and you feel like a burden, you feel like you're selfish for living, you know what I'm saying? Because like, why even burden all these people with me if they don't even fucking like me, you know, or like my presence, or not as an artist but just as a person, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to get shitted on a lot. I used to fucking hate myself for it, and now it's even worse because I'm like I found a career, I'm climbing a success ladder, but people still find so many ways to put you down because you're not high enough on the success ladder, or you know, or you're not low enough on the success ladder, so they're mad that it's higher, you know, and you know, then on top of that shit, there's just who I am as a person, which is just, I kind of am a pessimist, which I'm trying to get out of, but I see so many negatives and things rather than positives, so I don't have the answer for the kid that's depressed and doesn't know what to do, because motherfucker, I don't know what to do, you know. All I can say is turn on that music, man, and find that escape, you know. I'm about to go on that stage, you know what I'm saying? Really, the kids are what keeps me around, the kids and my kid, you know what I'm saying? I'll never bounce out on my daughter, you know what I mean? I could never really see myself doing that, but also I could never really see myself bouncing out on these kids either, you know what I mean? Like, I think my daughter taught me forgiveness. I was always a person who remembered everything anyone did to me. And then like my daughter came around, and anytime she's, you know, going through the stages of learning, which is making mistakes and doing all that type of stuff, like I'm never mad at her, man. I'm never mad at her, you know what I'm saying? And like I'm starting to get that with people. I fight a lot less. I get in like a lot less physical altercations, you know, just because I'm just kind of like, I see things different, man. And she really taught me how to look at someone, like she taught me that like there's our pure souls, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to look at people like fuck, man, we aren't shit, because I used to steal and they used to steal, and you see the government steal from us. Every direction, we're all fucking stealing from each other, man. It's all, we're like, you know, we're foul. But then you see somebody like my daughter as me, and you like see this piece of you that has no blackness in her, there's nothing, it's not in the sense of like race, but I mean just like there's nothing evil in there, you know what I'm saying? Like when she smiles, she's genuinely happy because she has no idea what being truly sad is, you know, or depressed is. So you see that and you're like, you kind of get hope, man. You're like, you know what, man, maybe there's a way I can go back to this, or make sure that she never has to. Dude, I don't know, man, I don't know. There's so many things you learn from your kids, man. The message that I have for my generation and the generations to come would be to fight the good fight, you know. Don't conform. Don't be scared to speak your mind, because they want you to be quiet. They want you to be cattle. You know, they want all of us to be cattle. But eventually someone got to come along and tell us that we don't have to follow the fucking shepherd anymore. You know, there's a whole world we can go out on our own, man. All we gotta do is get through those gates, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know who the motherfucker is gonna be to break the gates, but I hope you're out there, and I hope one day you come and save us all from these fucking constricted walls that we call laws, and, you know, bring us to fucking the promised land, where I can speak my mind and that is really what freedom of speech, and it really is in the essence of freedom of speech. I can speak my mind and worry about no consequence. I can be thankful to whatever spirit I want to be thankful of without having to worry about this man bombing this man, you know what I'm saying? And fucking, we can listen to music we want to listen to, we can look like we want to look like, and all that matters is that we have happy hearts and that we want our kids to grow up and be fucking safe, you know, because that's really all that life is. It's gonna happen in your life, motherfucker. You're gonna have a kid, you're gonna want your kid to do good. That's it. I like these questions. I worked at Chipotle. I worked as a registered person at Bed Bath & Beyond. I got fired from there like a week or two after I started working there because they said I had terrible customer service. Every time I hear we're doing an interview with MONTREALITY, I'm like, thank God. I swear to God, they always come at a decent time. Like, I'm always about to lose my mind, and they come and do an interview, and I'm like, nice. Motherfucker, I'm sitting here like, you want to know some real tricks? Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker, girls, I love when girls like that shit.